In the meantime, one app that you can download, you press stream, start taking videos. It is easy to live stream and then share. Meerkat, one way to do it. In fact, it was the darling of South by Southwest at the Tech and Music Festival. People responded to the idea right away. In fact, it launched in February and accumulated more than 200,000 tweets. Investors responded as well. Meerkat has money from Greylock Partners, Comcast Ventures, and Universal Music Group. Co-founder and CEO Ben Rubin with us now. Ben, we're glad to have you on Risk and Reward. You have said one of your favorite test cases for Meerkat were the protests in Ferguson. But most of the content that ordinary people post every day is pretty boring. Like, I just had toast for breakfast. Are you going to organize the product differently so when users open the app, it's not completely random?
Hey, well, first, thank you for having me. I think that right now we're going to let the community explore what is live streaming. I always love to give an example. We always love to give an example when before Instagram came or photo sharing app came, everybody knew what's a good photo in the physical world. What does it mean to have a good photo? But live video, it's not something that people are accustomed to. It's not something that most of the people have done before. So the understanding of what is a good live stream, it's still something that I think people are exploring. And I think, yes, you're definitely right. We need to do a better job in discovery. And also we need to let the community explore what is this new type of medium and what does it mean to do a good live stream.
Or it's just a question of organization. Maybe part of the joy, as it is with Twitter, is of discovery, meaning you come onto Meerkat and you do see random videos, but maybe that's what you want at that moment. But for people who do want more organized content, there's obviously a potential news, numerous other applications. I know you've also said, Ben, you're not worried about Twitter's competing product, Periscope, but arguably there can be only one king of live streaming. So what are you doing to make sure that Meerkat is on top?
So our point of view is very, very vast on that. For example, how we look, let's talk about the medium of the asynchronous one-to-many. There's no one king. There is Facebook, YouTube, Yik Yak, Snapchat, Stories, Twitter, LinkedIn. There are so many kings on different verticals of the synchronous, asynchronous one-to-many that that we can expect the same from the synchronous one-to-many. That means that even though it's new and it's hard maybe to conceive from the first sight how big it's going to be, but in our point of view, if the last decade was about consuming content or sharing content, the next decade is going to be about participating in content. And this participation in content, meaning feeling that you're actually there, that you're not just consuming it one way, you can change reality, you can take part in the content. This is something that, in our point of view, is going to be huge, and it can be allowed only with a one-to-many synchronous medium. And like other mediums, like one-on-one asynchronous, or the messaging app, or one-on-one synchronous, Skype or FaceTime, one-to-many synchronous is going to be huge. And like we see on other mediums, there's no binary win.
Okay, so it seems as if you feel like there's room for everyone yourself, because Twitter with Periscope actually shut your service down, basically kicked you off the platform.
That's not accurate. Twitter took one component, which is the social graph. You can continue logging with your Twitter account. You can still use the app for what it's for. You press one button and you push live video to your Twitter followers. The main reason is still there. People still using it. It's still published to Twitter. You can still log in with Twitter. The graph component is something that they took, and it certainly made it harder for us to build a community around new users.
Okay, so they made the barriers to entry a little bit harder, as you say, made it more difficult for you to attract new users. I know you recently secured about $15 million in funding from big names in Silicon Valley, even Hollywood, Jared Leto. How are you using this money to expand?
So we are definitely looking in different ways for users to push their stream through, and we're also looking in how we can make sure you can find your friends and you can find your interests, exactly what you mentioned in the beginning of the conversation about discovery. So yeah, that's the focus right now.
Ben, we thank you very much for the time. Ben Rubin joining us there, co-founder and CEO of Meerkat.